Greetings, YouTube. I just wanted to make a quick follow-up video on what I posted just a little while ago regarding the update from the gifting badge controversy. Now, why is the word controversy attached to this video? Well, it's been so long since I got the gifting badge. We're talking like 3 years ago. I didn't remember where I got it, how I paid for it. To be honest, I don't even remember getting it. I just know I had it at some point. But several people who got it very recently before they disabled it purchased it for what I think is the normal price of about $29.99 American. And of course, if you're in different countries and the currency rates are different, if you're even in Kabam's own Canada or Australia, I think I saw some people tell me that the rates were even worse in India. You had to pay more than $30 American, of course, to get the gifting badge. And so let's remind ourselves what that is, because the thumbnail of this, because I'll take it from another video, was what they originally gave me when I claimed, which is 300 units, which I didn't really know what to think of it. It was 300 units, but some people told me that they didn't get anything in their inbox with this message, which is also very confusing. But what is 300 units, right? Well, if you scroll to the right, you can remind yourself that Star-Lord's loot bag is 275 units. So technically, I guess it's like $12 to $15 worth of units. But if you spent $30 on the gifting badge, which is the equivalent of Tony Stark's briefcase, maybe that's why it's the most popular at Kabam, I don't know. You should at least get the unit equivalent of the cash that you spent, which is 850 units, or almost 3 times what I received in my refund, which is better than some people apparently who received a big fat goose egg that is 0. So it's, again, seems like a very obvious thing to do. This isn't rocket science. This isn't, oh, here's those whiners and complainers and negative Nancy's getting all riled up again because they didn't get the game their way. It's like, no, if you spent X amount of money for something and then you got it refunded, you deserve the equivalent of what you spent returned to you. That's not being outrageous or unreasonable. That's just basic economic sense for any retail establishment. So my encouragement to you, if you received nothing back, or like me, 300 units back, is open a ticket with the Apple Store or Google Play Store and say, hey, I spent $30 on something that I wasn't even refunded half of my in-game equivalent for, because that is just shady and unacceptable. And it's another thing that Kabam, if you can't give dollar refunds, and that goes into a whole nother deal, because we still have the controversy of people who spent actual cash for the Act 6 bundle to get them Tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals, and of course they weren't offered cash refunds. It was just promise of units, which I think is still for some people not even returned. But regardless, Kabam has had this pattern in the last couple weeks of giving very, very poor refunds, or at some cases like today, giving half of what you should get back for the value as what you are. So it's unacceptable, and if you're upset about it, and a lot of people commented on the video I posted announcing that gifting was officially going away, that they were extremely upset about it, and after reading the comments, I certainly understand why, as I was reminded that I guess I too spent $30 on a gifting badge that's now worthless because it doesn't exist, and I got a $12 to $15 refund. This is where your voice needs to be heard, and Apple and Google Play both need to know that customers essentially are being ripped off, and they need the actual full value of what they spent. It makes sense. It's not being greedy or unreasonable. It's just getting what people deserve for the money that they put out. End of story. Thanks for watching. Go file those tickets.